Today on the podcast, we're going to discuss the right and wrong ways to set goals for yourself. Plus, Moustafa Hamwi's secret sauce for realizing goals and generating energy. Passion sauce. Let's tuck in to the Peak Performers Podcast.
Welcome to this edition of Peak Performers Podcast with your host, Thor Conklin. Thor will be sharing the necessary tools, strategies, and psychology you'll need to become a peak performer in any area of your life or business.
How do you determine and execute your goals? What's the secret sauce you have, whether it's strategy or psychology?
Beautiful. Well, I was actually running a workshop today for a client, and we were talking about goal setting. And for me, one of the most crucial things in goal setting is to set goals that are congruent with your true values, which is how I find passion. For me, passion is what you value in life. So if you set goals on something that is congruent with your values, that is already half of the job done. If you start setting goals like what people do on a New Year's Eve, the typical is, I want to lose weight. Well, guess what? If your health is not a priority, no matter how many goals you set, how many plans you do, the probability is you're never going to stick to it because it feels like hard work and homework and nobody likes that. So first thing is I do my best to make sure that any goal I am setting is truly congruent with what I value in my life. And I have three primary values in my life. My value is learning and teaching. I love to learn. I'm hungry to learn anything new, and I'm hungry to teach and share with the world. I have a high value on anything that has to do with my health and wellness. I have a high value on being in nature and outdoors, and I have a high value on adventure. So if I'm ever setting a goal on one of these things, I can guarantee you with no fail that it will happen even if I don't plan for it. Just by setting intentions towards it, my whole being starts working to make it happen. On the other side, if I start setting goals towards things that are not really important to me, but they are based on imported values, based on imposed values by the outside world, I might pretend that it's okay and important, but the reality is it'll never happen. So I say when the whys are big enough, the hows take care of themselves. But what do people do? They do the total opposite. They start focusing on the hows rather than the whys. I focus on the why and what. When I know why I want something, and then I know what is it clearly and exactly that I want. So step one is knowing, is it really congruent with my value? The second thing is, am I clear on what is it exactly that I want? Because if I just want from the universe to go on an adventure, well, guess what? The universe is going to give you an adventure, not exactly the way you want it. But when you know that I specifically want to skydive, I specifically want to go to the Isle of Man TT race, guess what? I did it. When I just wanted a motorbike ride, I got a motorbike ride in Dubai. So clarity is important in achieving goals. So first, make sure it's congruent with your values. Two, make sure you are crisp clear on what is it that you exactly want.
Great advice. I love that. For the last 16 years, I've been driven by the question of why some people achieve amazing results and others don't. The answer? 90% of their success came from their psychology. So if 90% of their success comes down to their psychology, what was the one thing that enabled them to produce the results that others were not? Their ability to execute, their ability to get things done. Now, we all know how to get things done, but some of us do it better than others. And some of us are not even coming close to tapping our potential. So if you're truly committed to tapping your potential and really becoming a peak performer and getting the results that you need, want, and desire, take your phone and text the word BE Summit. That stands for Business Execution Summit. One word, BE Summit, and text that to 41411. I'm going to send out some additional information on our upcoming event that will truly teach you the science of execution. You know, energy is so important when it comes to getting things done, and it's a part of passion. How do you increase your energy levels?
Oh, beautiful question. Well, the trick is passion is energy and energy is passion. So you see, the more you are doing something that you are truly passionate about, the more energized you will be. I mean, you see me, I mean, now it's what, 12:30 past midnight, and I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, and I haven't stopped till now. And my energy when I'm talking to you now is as high as it was in the morning, if not more. You bring me halfway through the day to do certain things I do not like to do, my energy goes like, because I'm not excited. I'm not loving it. The best example I can give you is look at children when they're playing. Tell me, how many times did you have to pull a child from doing play? They always find the energy to play. Tell me one time you said to the child, go and play, and they go, oh, no, it's getting boring. I don't want to play, man. I want to do some homework. Why? Because nobody's understanding that when you're doing what you love, the energy is there. It's not a lack of energy that's the problem. It's the understanding of what you're doing is important to you, and then the energy is going to find its way. So first thing is about making sure the activities and the things that you're doing are, again, congruent with your values, are important on your passion, passion meter. Where does it sit on that? And number two, remembering that the power plant does not have energy, it generates energy. And I'll repeat that again. The power plant does not have energy, it generates energy. The energy for the passion is going to come from you. It doesn't come by itself. People think like, okay, you know what? Passionate people are just like this. There's nothing called passionate people are just like this. The same way as focused people are not just like that. And fit people are not just like that. Yes, there's a part of it that relates to talent, but mastery in life comes from talent, skill, and knowledge. And the skill and knowledge, which are 2/3 of the equation, are all about hard work and determination. So when you make the decision to work at something, the energy will find its way. The energy goes down because we have expectations of a negative outcome from something that we're doing. And that's why the energy goes like, your mind is smart. The mind goes, oh, really? I don't want to do that because, I don't like it. And even if I do it, I'm never going to be good at it. And even if I'm okay at it, there's somebody better. I'm not being paid for it, or I'm not being rewarded for it. Or if I do the homework anyway, my parents are not going to like it. So there's always negativity. What do you think the mind is going to go? The mind operates on resource efficiency and is going to go, this is a waste of resource. I'm not going to waste my energy on that. But you always have enough energy. It's a question of, are you willing to disperse that energy or not?
So everyone has the ability to be an extremely passionate person. They've just got to get into alignment with what they really love. Give us those 4 things one more time.
Getting back to the energy, go back to the definition of passion. Passion is consistently, so you got to stay consistent at it, and you'll always have the energy, doing what you love. So make sure that what you're doing is something that you love and aligns with your values, and you're good at. So you got to get good at what you're doing, because the more you're getting good at it, the more you will love it and the more energy you're going to have to do it. And make sure it adds value to you and to the world. Because when it's adding value to you, you feel refreshed again and you get more energy. And when it adds value to the world, the universe will reward you and the world will reward you, either financially or emotionally or mentally or by acknowledgement, in whichever way you're going to get rewarded. So when you're consistently doing what you love, what you're good at, and is of value to the world, you're always going to have an abundant amount of energy.
Yeah, I always find that turbocharger or supercharger, when you're giving massive value to others in the world, that just comes back to you tenfold. I love your definition.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, tenfold, hundredfold, thousandfold, that really depends on how efficient you get at the game.
I love it. I love it. Take my 10 and 10x the 10.
Exactly. 10 to the power of 10.
I love it. Well, thanks for spending time with us today. Share with the audience how they can get in touch with you.
They can visit my website, which is Moustafa.com. That's Moustafa.com. And as a thank you to you and to your listeners, I'm going to set up a page for your listeners. It's going to be Moustafa / and the name of your show. We're going to put it in the show notes. And I'm going to give everybody access to download the Mastering Passion ebook, which summarizes a lot of what we talked about today. It has a little bit about my story of the one-way ticket to India. It has steps to live passionately. It has the $1 billion question, and it has more information about why pursue passion and how passion can change your life. And it will automatically also subscribe them to my Passion Sundays online talk show, which is a weekly show of 5 to 7 minute interviews with global leaders, sports champions, successful people talking about passion. They'll get that for free every Sunday.
Oh, that is awesome. So it's Moustafa, Moustafa.com / peak performers. That's terrific. Thank you very much. And I look forward to having you back on the show.
Thor, thank you very much for spreading everything that you're spreading to the world, because the world needs a lot more of what you're doing.
Well, thank you for what you're doing as well. Thank you so much for listening today. I really do appreciate your time, and I hope you found today's show valuable. If you would like to receive these shows automatically to your phone or to your computer, simply go to iTunes and subscribe. After listening to several of the shows, if you're so inclined, please leave us a 5-star rating, as this helps us reach additional people and spread the message. If you're truly committed to taking your life to the next level and doing whatever it takes to become a peak performer, but something's holding you back, something is blocking your way, and you just can't seem to figure out what it is, send me an email to info@thorconklin.com, and I'd be more than happy to get on the phone with you. We'll schedule a 15-minute discovery call. No obligation, no cost. I absolutely love to hear from the listeners, and if there's something I can do to help, I'd be more than happy to do that. Also, if you found something of great interest in today's show and you want to share that with your friends and family, simply go to my Facebook page, Thor Conklin, click on the episode, hit the share button, and share it on your page. You can follow me at Twitter at Thor Conklin. The website is thorconklin.com. We're constantly adding new free resources, discussing additional tricks, tips, tools, and strategies on how to be a peak performer. Remember, I try to keep these episodes short so you can listen to them during dot time, doing other things, commuting, driving, walking, working out. Decide to be a peak performer in all that you do. And until tomorrow, have an absolutely amazing day.